My name is Moms, and welcome back to UnderMine. Alright, so we've got the familiar Sylph going around at the moment, as well as, I believe, 2 keys that we picked up, and a protein shake potion, as well as crippling poison, a chance on hit to poison your enemies, the relic that we unlocked, and managed to pick up 3 stacks of fortitude, receive less damage. 3 stacks of fortitude. So 3 stacks of basically any blessing is a pretty decent amount of that blessing. That's like a pretty, like, this is now having a significant impact on your run, like, amount of that blessing. So I wonder if now, because I haven't had much experience with fortitude, I don't know how super effective it is. I wonder if I can use this to break any other mechanics, like taking less damage to some sort of a gambling machine of some kind. That's the only one that I can really eke out as an idea at the moment, though. Right. I'll still probably use a bomb just that at the end. Those sign rings are real good. 100 extra HP. I don't know if it's just 20% up or if it's just flat 100, but either way, it's real damn good. Extremely helpful to have. Just gonna... Perfect. I always forget that you don't have to get too fancy with that. You can just go over the spike bits if you're, you know, faster than molasses. Just slightly. The Electro Rock that's not really going to contribute anything to the run in any way, shape, and or form. I feel like I take so much damage to electricity when I have it. Usually... what's the item that does it? Chance on hit to chain electricity, chain lightning. Oh, hang on. We'll go throw attack size. Wait, throw attack size is only really going to matter if I can make it piercing. So then I'm looking for chakram. Thanks. But chain lightning typically ends up actually dealing damage to me. Probably not more than it deals damage to enemies. That would be hyperbolic to say. But it definitely deals damage enough to me that it's something that I always side-eye a little, especially if I know that I'm going to be fighting water in that run. Because there's just so much water in that arena. What a hassle. Alright. Yeah, I'm not certain about where any of these secret rooms are, so I'm just going to go and take this. Bounce. So 10% chance this floor, right? Yeah. No Shogal. So that means we have a 10% base for the next floor, as well as the 10% this floor, so 20% chance to get Shogal to spawn. We're gonna need things like cursed chests and stuff like that to really move the needle on that. Any way to pick up a major curse that doesn't just give you back a bunch of blessings, that'll help. Hey! Oh, what an absolute bonus. I really didn't think we were going to manage to do that. Thought he was going to fall off on this one. Alright. Just a Kina bomb, but especially if you don't have any bombs at all, the first bomb matters a hell of a lot. 7th key, less so, but I imagine over the course of the run I'll probably find use for it. Okay, well the 8th key though, I don't know if I could ever find use for an 8th key. Way too much damage to be taking in this room. And unfortunately I've already left the leg of ham last floor. And it didn't even have adjacencies to tell us whether or not they were secret rooms. Ugh. First time to have taken all of that damage. Okay. So since potions only reroll into potions, health rerolls into health, and basic items reroll into basic items, it means that there's no way that I can pick up an item in there. I mean, you know, the possibility of some chain of potions getting me an item somehow. But it does disincentivize me from really going ham trying to purchase too much in that. Especially because I'd probably have to re-roll a ridiculous amount before I actually find anything worth purchasing, and then I would have to also buy out all of the food in that shop. Eh. And even then, I'm not guaranteeing that I'll get anything worthwhile. Catalyst. When heal again. I do like Catalyst because it has like a couple of different, not game-breaking, but definitely value-adding synergies. Obviously, it works with the potion Troll Sweat, which gives you 2 health every second. So it just heals you for an extra one. You know, it makes Troll Sweat 50% more effective. 100% more effective for Gold Tooth, which heals you by 1 every time you pick up a piece of gold. Super effective on that one. Okay, I have a couple of excess bombs. I have a little bit of an inclination to spend them now. Why would I spend both? Yeah, I've already found one of the secret rooms. I'm not extremely likely to just be able to pick the other one. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go in here and pick up. It's a normal potion. I'll reroll once for a potion. Alright. I'm fine with that. So you picked up a potion of True Sight for discovering nearby secrets. I am going to sweep this floor with it and then leave for the next one. Yeah, that's exactly where I expected it to be, which is why I was standing directly next to it. Ooh, okay, that's 10% extra chance for Shogal. Okay, now it's only a 5% extra chance because I picked up a blessing. I don't think the crawl space can be in a secret room, but I could be wrong, so okay, never mind. Turns out I wasn't wrong. Well, I might still be wrong, I just don't know it from that data set. Alright, nothing doing there. If it's this one, I'm gonna be okay, cool. Because that one had a landmine that was about to blow it up, but I left the room before the landmine blew it up. So we're gonna try and get this potion of True Sight to also cover as much of the next floor as possible. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, I think at this one I'm probably beyond thorium. But then again, I do have to know there will be future updates to this game, at which point I will probably need more thorium, so may as well just continue stacking it. At the absolute least until I reach the 999, then I can start walking in the other direction. Okay. That'll work. That'll work two ways over, frankly. You can take the damage for single bomb back. Not bad. Especially considering I am a little light on those. So Shogal chance is now 25%. Single curse removal. I mean, especially knowing that I'm aiming to go to Shogal. You know, it's a pretty good aim for us. Increases throw range. No. I'm gonna go income. We're early enough that it's probably worthwhile. Okay, Potion of True Sight is still active. Just had to quickly make sure. Because I never really know when the potions are active or not. There's no like visual indication except the little notification down here. So I had to make sure I hadn't just already lost the buff from it and was standing next to the secret room, because damn, it looked suspect. I was certain. I mean, look, if the secret room was adjacent to this, I would already know because of all of the explosions, so probably shouldn't be so stressed about trying to complete this room really, really quickly so I can get over to the other side of it. As long as I managed to get out of there without taking damage, because God, that looked like I'd almost assign myself to a poor fate. Perfect. I was really hoping I was going to open the one that happened to have a bunch of bombs in it and use those to get back to the other one. Well, at least I know where the second secret room is now. I apparently have at least 2 more rooms worth checking. Thankfully, it's not Goldmine 4, where the final few rooms are just complete garbage. Alright. I will admit, pretty large fan of how well the invigorated buff from the flag worked at the start of that. Especially considering I don't really have any offensive stats. It's pretty good clear for that room. Pretty good. Usually the problem with the rat matrons is that you don't attack fast enough in order to knock them back away from you. So I have seen people edge their way around here, like managing to jump around. Maybe it's like jumping on the file. Sorry, I said I've seen. I haven't seen this. I've heard of it. There we go. Oh. No! No! Stop bullying me, Mimic! I was doing all of that to try and find a bomb so I could find the other secret room. Ugh. Okay. Last possibility is using this. No, that's not gonna work. Alright. We're not going to that secret room, I guess. Hang on. No, we could still go. Okay. Adding a transmuter room can be extremely effective. Temporarily increases thrown range damage. Not so much. Alright. I did forget that we had a shop and that we had the ability to reroll in that shop and that we have money and how to play the game and frankly how to compensate. That'll happen, right? It's like riding a bike, but it's more like exercising. Ooh, immediate access to the shop. You know I like that. And a reroll in here already. Ooh. 2 items? And a curse removal? That's my absolute lucky day. Temporary gold when picking up damage. No. Death at 90 degrees. No. Well, obviously you take a King's Crown. Queen's Crown, sorry. Increases throw damage, swing speed, and swing size and swing speed, rather. I obviously, off the back of this, am also going to want to find the other crown. Might try and get more HP and come back and continue re-rolling in there. With the amount of different things that I have in this game that can now influence re-rolling in some fashion, I don't think it's unlikely that, you know, taking the Queen's Crown early just for the possibility of getting the King's Crown rather later, especially considering one of the items that I still need is a synergy between those two. I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea. Hey, it's only going to work out one time when I do it, right? Ah, yeah, you're not going to be able to get over here. Damn. Obviously, he was trying to get him to crush a couple more rocks for us. I need to get rid of this Major Blisters curse at the moment. The decreases thrown speed. Obviously, a major degree of that curse, so it's doing it real bad to us. pretty desperately need to get rid of that one. I'm still not using my other curse removal, though. Necessarily 100% certain why. Well, at least that found us a secret room. Salamander Sail's real good for the final combat. It's extremely optimistic for me to decide at this point that we're gonna make it there, but if we do, it'll be good. I'll take the second curse removal, clearly. Okay, so two rooms on this floor can be ignored. They're just the entry to Celt fight. Although, hang on, I think I might actually need to fight Celt. Oops. At least I have an elixir, because I plan to do more re-rolling, so it's possible that... Oh. I don't even have the phobia that turns everything into mimics. I don't know why I keep getting them. Transmuter room. Add transmuter room, we'll leave until later. Don't think there's any way that we use that here, so I think I can safely put it down. I also think this is a secret room. Damn it. So certain. Oof. So I duplicate the food in the room and then I heal by like 60 and then another 60, 120, 120 on top of this. I mean, okay. Cook the food. Eat it. Cook the food. Eat it. Eat this one. Eat this one. Now I can reroll one more time. Hey! Demon Ring increases swing damage. I'm into it. I'm not like fully committed, obviously, to the range build. I have one range thing. I probably shouldn't have minor blisters going into this next fight, if I can avoid it at all, so. It's probably going to be a good idea to pop both of those. I'll tell you this, I am very glad that I came back into this room in order to pick up that potion. I did not come back into this room in order to pick up that potion. I came back into this room accidentally. Ooh. Yeah, I just wasn't looking at the map particularly hard. I wish I could claim that I've taken the critique to heart and I have managed to start acting better. I just wish I could make that claim. I just don't want to lie to you, friends. Yeah, it is a self-fight, damn it! I left myself no bombs for this, so this is gonna be a good fashion time. So if you're wondering about why I couldn't have minor blisters in this fight, despite the fact that I'm gonna want to mainly do swing damage, it's because you really, really need your thrown pickaxe in this fight in order to take out the little summons. Yeah, Celt on the higher ascension levels drops so many of these at the same time that, like, unless I have throne speed up, I find really difficult to address all of them. I mean, you know, that's very clearly just an issue of just getting better at the game. I do need to be better at these boss fights. I should be able to do them with less in my favor. Without needing specifically, oh, you know, all of the buffs in a broken game before I get to them. I feel like the fact that I have the ability to break in this game has made it less important for me to learn the fundamentals in order to progress. Because I can try and rely on doing cheesy things. That said, I don't want that to come across as an argument, because that's also one of the things I like the most about the game, the fact that it provides me with those opportunities. It's just I think I would probably get something out of trying to do like UnderMine streaking, right? So that I actually have to, you know, learn. For me, that was like, yeah, I might not be the world's best Gungeon player, I readily admit that, but I'm far from the worst. And the point at which I got like good at Gungeon was when I started streaking, not when I was just playing casually. Because when I was playing casually, you know, every round felt like the result of RNG to me, right? Because I didn't have a big picture, like broad pool that I was drawing from. And I wasn't trying to focus on, okay, what things will mitigate the effects of randomness over the course of this run and give me the highest likelihood of having a consistent performance. As soon as I started thinking about those kinds of things, I built far better fundamentals at the game and I became a much better player. Same for Slay the Spire as well, actually. Although it can initially be frustrating to do, and unfortunately there are some games that you'll start trying to streak and then realize, I shouldn't have tried this. This was a bad idea. And it's impossible to know whether or not that's the kind of game you've chosen until you're 50 hours in and you're like, oh great, I made a mistake. I kind of wish I had the ability to be not just a couple weeks, but maybe like a couple months behind the curve on games. Obviously, I don't, you know, especially recently, haven't done an incredible amount of new games on the channel. But especially when it comes to like checking out roguelikes and stuff like that, I feel obligated to try and get a first look at every single one. And I don't know, there's something lost in the experience of no longer having the kind of filtered down, curated effect of waiting for culture to decide which of them are good and which of them are bad, and then just playing the top hits. Increases the experience gained from familiar. Extremely useful, that one. Taking plenty of items and a couple foods. Bounce. A couple bombs as well. I always feel like, and unfortunately, like especially with the early access models, sometimes I'll see something in a state that, yeah, it's clearly not in a polished or content complete state, and it'll mar my first impression of it and make it really, really difficult to get back to. Like, I'm very, very, very glad that I never played Darkest Dungeon while it was in its initial early access period. Because, like, especially with a game like Darkest Dungeon, where it really rides the line between brutal and difficult and frustrating and, like, off-putting, like, it's about as far as you can push someone before they're like, you know what, I don't have to play this. I think it's masterfully done, by the way. But, like, while they were dialing that in, I imagine I could have had a bad experience and then gone, you know what, no, this game isn't for me. And then I never would have got to experience the hundreds of hours after that that I actually spent in that game. No. Yeah, okay. High chance of critical strike is always fine. At worst, it's fine. Shogal, again, 25% chance, nothing. Take the crit rate. Also gonna try and cook some food in this. Why am I using that? I have Salamander's tail. All of my food should be cooked, frankly. Ryan. Try and focus on that. Oh my god. Extremely late level up for Sylph, by the way. Just want to note that. Getting no modifiers, no extra shrines, nothing like that. Effectively, unfortunately, I think we're going to have like a negligible effect from Sylph this run. Altars can be used twice, is what we've just unlocked. I like throw really fast, Sonic Boom, don't get me wrong. It's just I haven't got much investment in my range yet. And if I'm not going to invest much in my range, then I might want to reroll that instead. Reroll in the shop. Before I use the altar, I should figure out what I'm doing with every other room in the floor, because whether or not I reroll in the shop is obviously going to determine whether or not I think I might pick up Devotion or anything like that. And if I am thinking I might pick up Devotion, obviously I want to do that before I use the altars. Trying to make sure that I don't overcook that steak. Because if I hit it one more time, it's dead and I miss out on all the HP. Damn it, unfortunately we didn't manage to find a bomb pilfer. Did find a secret room though. Oh, cool. One of the fire puzzles. Thankfully, I have Salamander's tail, so I don't have to complain, despite the fact that I really want to. Probably not really worth the secret room entry, to be entirely honest with you. It feels like we should have way more offensive potential than we do at this point in the game, and that maybe I'm a little too far behind the 8 ball to recover for Nori without like a really good shop or something. We've got 2 more floors for it though. You know, it can happen. Stranger things have. 3 whole seasons of it, I'm told. Deal more swing damage and increase crit. Sure. Alright. Peasant receives the 2nd level of blessing whenever blessed. Yeah, so past this point, I want to start using altars for curse removals. God, it'd be nice if I had like 1 visit from Shogal, I'm just saying. Like, it hasn't happened in runs. Oh, actually, no, it might have happened last run, but after I already defined my entire run and then I didn't care about it, so I discounted it as an experience that I had. That sounds likely. Thank you for all the money. Oh my god, both of them? Alright, secret room number 1. I mean, I didn't really want to open it like that by taking the damage, but it worked. Can't argue with results. Had so many of these chests this floor and I found no blueprints. Not this floor, but this run. Feel absolutely cheated. That's a blessing that increases our thrown damage. Unfortunately, that also decreases our Shogal chance by 5% because I didn't get a curse in order to get it. Yep, I'll take a totem of life. Anything that's gonna offer me survivability at this point. It's alright. Got attacked by a sudden sneeze. At exactly the worst time when I am walking between two obstacles that oftentimes hit me, even though the room has already been neutralized. Curse removal. Curse removal. We're almost at level 3. Okay, apparently, like, even if they swing at you, you can jump after they've swung at you and you'll be fine. As long as they don't finish their thrust. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about it, because it does help me in this instance. It's probably why I had such a easy time cheesing them out the first time I did them. By the way, if you don't know, like, this room just is so cheesable. You just walk along the bottom, it's fine. So, there's nothing there. Alright. Shop and then leave. No reroll, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Experience game potion? Probably not. Gold doubling potion. Yeah, you know, I'll take it and stockpile it for a bit. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I don't really know where I'm gonna use it though. I mean, if it gets me just a couple thousand, it's fine. So there'll be some secret rooms that'll just be perfect. And especially as you get down into the halls of Den, there are a lot more. There's a lot more of those rooms that just have the blue tortoiseshell gold chests in them. And those can be, by themselves, worthwhile to roll this on. I turned down an item last floor, didn't I? Because I was positing that I might re-roll it. What was it? I don't know what it was, but now I'm taking lava walkers, so... I'm officially totally aboard blaming the map rather than myself for any of these instances from here on. To some degree, I do believe the map is slightly culpable, not necessarily showing you what you have and have not returned to on the floor in the same way that the Binding of Isaac or Enter the Gungeon might. The inverter is obviously incredible here for us. Lost curses become blessings. Now my goal is pick up as many curses as I possibly can and then remove all of them. And then every level of blessing I get from that with benediction is going to be another thing. It's perfect. Duplicate almost everything in the room, as well as bottled pilfer. Sure. I want to do bottled pilfer after I have a level up, because then benediction will be running, so I'll get a second level of whatever blessing it gives me. I gotta level up first. I didn't think I got out of that in time, but the game says yes. I don't know why I'm asking for the game to punish me despite the fact that it didn't, but I guess punish me, game? I feel like the kid's saying, hey, you didn't assign homework, but game, you didn't assign homework? Swing speed. That's our level up. Perfect. Now I'll remove a curse. And we got 2 blessings by doing so, and then I'll release this little blighter. And then get 2 levels of that blessing for having done so. This is where it begins. Oh. I mean, I could have probably duplicated using the rainbow kernels, that blessing. Gotten another 2 levels of it if I needed. Alright. Well, I need to find all of the... I think I already have found all of the health that I can find in the shop, unfortunately. Should probably try and look for secret rooms. I need a little bit more health before I go and fight Mortar, ideally. Oh, found both secret rooms are adjacent to here. I would not have actually come back to check this, so very glad that I blew up that machine. One key and then 3 keys to open that. Usually it does have like a solid ham hock in it, so I'll probably end up doing it. Yeah, I'll do it. Ham hock me. There it is. My rightfully earned ham hocking. Also have access to a secret room if I desperately need it. Do not though at the moment. Not secret room, sorry. It is secret room, secret shop. There you go. Secret shop bottle in a potion. Specifically having the inverter and Sylph already 3rd level, I mean, I'm actually starting to feel like maybe there's something going on here. Maybe I could make something happen over the course of the next couple floors. Greedy to go for getting more than 2 swings there, I think. Oh, I just love that with such a wide swing I can get 2 of these at the same time consistently. God, this is going to turn out to be so much damage. Oh. Thank you. These ones as well. Oh, yeah, just before they got replaced also. Perfect time for the absolute maximum damage. It was the weak spot we hit for massive damage. Okay, I actually feel pretty accomplished as a result of that fight. Get out of here. Now, unfortunately, you probably do only have like 2 more altars before the end of the run, right? So, oh well. Gotta make the most of them when I get them. Could be a purple flame up here. I've seen it before. Fine. Yeah, I always feel like the edge detection in this game is slightly off. I always feel like, no, I was about to fall into that, but I never fell into that game. I don't know what you're saying. Faster attack speed would be really, really neat. I'm starting to feel the pain as soon as the attack speed buff from the flag wears off. Also, missing a key, as it turns out. Very lucky to have gotten all of those keys earlier in the run. Knew I would be appreciative of them. Well, obviously, the shop is the one that we should focus on opening first rather than the item room. Because the shop can do one heck of a lot more than the item room. Okay. Just be taking that giant bomb for myself. Feel like there's probably a secret room to the north of that. Like, to the point that I feel like that probably is not necessary, but I'll deliver it like an allegedly. If I can find any potion that removes a bunch of curses, then I can use those curse pots to my advantage. But that's a big if. Stand next to them, get a bunch of curses, and then remove all of my curses using, you know, a potion that happens to do that. That's another gold doubling. I have 3 doublings now. 3 doublings is actually, like, a considerable amount. Although it looks like I'm only going to be able to go to either the item room or the shrine, and that's a hard decision you have to make. I'll go to the shrine, but I'm going to be sad about it. Never mind. Why do I always try and do that? I should never try and do that. And instead I always try and do it for some reason. Always dumb. Crit, I think. Attack speed, definitely. And should have checked this one first, right? Yeah, definitely should have checked it first, because Kurtz's stash is, relies on me picking up 10 curses after I open Kurtz's stash. After I pick up Kurtz's stash. Definitely the wrong order to have done those things in. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. This whole floor basically may as well have passed without anything happening. Like, nothing's really advanced our position. I mean, you know, save getting the extra rainbow kernels. I'm gonna use the shop in a bottle. I feel like I've gotten so little value out of this floor that I need to find somewhere to get a little bit more. Just another curse removal. I should just be popping those, right? Swan's lava, no. Something for nothing, temporarily increase attack speed. I'll take both of those. Whoops. Well, I'm gonna immediately use the something for nothing because I didn't think about that. Temporarily increased attack speed is going to be far better for us in the final fight, I feel. Especially if I can find any more ways to try and actually increase my damage. Perfect. Yep, shop first. Happily. Unicorn horn. Whenever you enter an item room, you get a choice of 2 items. Way too late to take that, especially like it's another unique item. Most of them, it feels like, get them early in the run if you're gonna want to use them. And 2 extra hole bombs in this room. This feels like where I could actually do all of my gold doubling, like after I opened all of those. Just gold double, gold double, gold double. So I'm gonna try and do some re-rolling in this room. Increases health and damage. I do like the mediocre ring a lot, actually. oddly. Yeah. I like it a lot. Not going to take the chain lightning. Not for the reason that I mentioned before, but just because I don't think I need it right now. Overstocks the shop. Yeah, we only have 2 shops, but we can get another one using the shop in a bottle at least. Extra slots in there are helpful. Ooh, use a shrine again. No, I go like that. I don't know if I even take it. I mean, I will. It's only going to be like 2 extra usages of shrines over the course of the run, but it'll be useful. Dead branch increases health, swing damage, and attack speed. And then I'll just start taking some various useful sundries. Pop out of here. I will reroll one more time up here, though. Didn't love the result of that, I gotta be honest. So I'm looking for another gold duplication potion before I leave the floor, ideally. I'm loving just walking through the room like, I'm just swinging my axe. If you happen to get in the way of my axe, that's entirely your fault. Styling. It feels like a secret room. It's not, but it felt like it. So this actually should give me a little bit of an idea of how much money I'm gonna find in the other room, right? Because it had 4 of these, we have, you know, 3. So, 53, 533. So 533 became 541. So that's a positive of 8. 8 doubles to 16 to 32 and then to 64. So we get 64k out of it. Well, not 64, right? Because it was 8, but it'd actually be 12. So it's 12, 24, 24, 48. It'll be 96. That's a lot more than I think it's. That's suspiciously more than I'm expecting. No, wait, we were only doubling it 3 times, right? So 12 becomes 24, becomes 48, becomes, yeah, no. That's more money than I'm expecting to get. I don't know. We'll see how this happens. Okay. I see this room often enough, and I never have the flame when I come here, so. Oh, neat. So I want to use this to try and get as many curses as possible, right? 2 more swing damage. Plus the swing speed, obviously. Have to use that for curse removal instead. I thought that was actually going to be tied to some sort of like mini permanent progression that I'd still not yet completed. I was hopeful. Ah, it was on the other side. Dang it. Yeah, for some reason I knew there was going to be another secret room. As though I knew the other one wasn't entirely legitimate. Craftsmanship. Lose less gold on death. Still don't like that that's a blessing. It really doesn't need to be. Alright. Gotta be getting to go time now. Yeah, this is gonna be worth basically nothing. Yeah, that was... that's nothing at all. Alright, whatever. We kept them all and then wasted them. It's fine, it happens. I didn't want to tie up all of my potion slots just on those. So I wanted to try and get it done sooner rather than later. I don't know what world I'm living in where I think I'm gonna get 6 more curses and then remove them over the course of the next 2 floors, but... I hope it pans out, at least. We'll see exactly how it doesn't. I mean, if it doesn't, but... I'm just hoping. Okay, don't like the whole taking fire damage whenever I damage thing. I'm extremely jazzed about it. Do like the idea of popping this open. Really? Increases bomb size. Ouch. That was incredible how well that went for us, actually. Yeah, with this attack speed, it feels like nothing can really touch me. Check Black Rabbit. Usually useless, but... 2 keys for... key for that as well. Sure. Seasoned food, not so much. Hoarding Pilfer, obviously. Neat. Another bomb for another key is also really good. Kind of tempted now to take the Hoarding Pilfer, but... we'll obviously be passing this room by on our way to leave anyways. So. Sets, removes all curses, bombs, and keys and sets health to 1. We want that. So the idea is that now I try and find a point next floor where I can pick up just all of the curses. Obviously, I try and pick up all of the curses here as well. Unfortunately, I can't cook my food at the moment because it'll just die. Use Ghastly Echo because that'll help me do a lot more re-rolling in this room. Oh, look, Pilfer's gift. Be blessed with 2 Pilfer's gifts. 2 gifts on the ground that I don't really want. Re-rolling, nice. Master Pickaxe, fire projectiles at full health. Yeah, that's pretty good when we're as powerful as we are and we're powerful in a melee way. I don't want those skulls. Galoshes? Ugh, yikes. I'm gonna re-roll one more time. We got deal more throw damage at low health. And 10% extra throw speed, throw damage. Not great. I'm so glad to have this purification potion. I just really, really want to see this work next floor. I just need to find a curse pot. And not kill it, obviously. Because the curse spot is the only endless source of curses in the game. I will, use this actual curse removal while it's here, though. Oh, deal even more damage on a critical strike. Perfect. Perfect. This could actually be absolutely incredible. Come on, game. Please. I just need one. Just need the one, game. I mean, I'm like 30,000 down from where I started, so... guess I really need to kill Nori at this rate. Come on, Curse Shrine, Curse Shrine. No Curse Shrine in this room, but I have seen Curse Shrines in rooms like this before. I don't know why that's relevant. I'm just so excited for the possibility of a Curse Shrine that I will take anything, any news. Also really keen to try and not lose that much HP here so that I can start using my master pickaxe. Alright, fine. Another shop to check. Still haven't found the curses thing. I'm gonna be really sad if it doesn't work out. It's fine. Oh my god. Find more altar rooms. Find more altar rooms at the end of the... Find more altar rooms. Game. Come on. I mean... Yes, good, but not what I... Like, yes, but... Secret? Please, game. You can't give me the purification potion for the second time ever. And oh my god. We got it. Now, this might kill me to do, but it will be worth it. Okay? Okay. Now, I'm gonna stand here until they just curse the ever-loving bejesus out of me. Okay. I feel like I'm losing HP when this is happening. Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot that that was gonna kill it. Quickly pop some HP potions over here. Just to make sure that I don't die while I'm doing this. I'm done after one more. There we go. Now, purification potion. Get blessed a billion times. I am now only on 1 HP. Obviously. That's the pretty big downside of this. Is having only 1 HP. Take that little bit of food. Start Can't really start re-rolling. Use that to pop down a bomb there, I guess. Right, of course, the bomb had a giant AoE. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. Let's see what's going on down here then. Restores health. I'll take that. Take all of those as well. And then I'll even pop down one bomb for the final reroll. I can drop some protein. Even try and do it next to... actually, I don't even need to create a fire, right? Salamanders. Oops, popped the wrong potion. Can I please have that? Please. Oh, you. I hate how much of my food I've accidentally destroyed over the course of this bit. There's so much excess curse removal now. Feels weird. Feels like the kind of thing I shouldn't have access of. Also, it feels like, yeah, like I did get, you know, probably 20 blessings at the same time, but they're also spread across so many different categories that it hasn't really done anything appreciably nutty to my run. Unfortunately, I'm not on full HP, so the Master's pickaxe isn't going to be active. This is very much all we really do at this point. Stand next to them, spam click. Oh, okay, you're turning them out? Fine, I'll turn them back on. Up, hup, hup, whoop, hup. Okay, the fact that you actually have to dodge those nubbins. Dang it. A little more of a complicating factor than I thought I was going to have to deal with at the time. Bye-bye. Is this going to give me the 30k I desperately need? No. We're in the red even after that run. Oh my god. I'll take my Summoning Stone 14 though. Happily. As well as my, I think, no blueprints in that entire run. At the very least, we managed to get that nutty thing off at the end. Until next time, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been UnderMine. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.